Hey there, I'm Adrienne, your go-to guide on this empowering journey to self-love and authenticity. I've transformed my own struggles into strengths, and now I help others navigate their path to their inner knowing and create personal fulfillment. On this show, we're not shying away from tough conversations. We're diving headfirst into topics like self-worth, overcoming limiting beliefs, challenging societal norms, and creating a life that's not just successful, but truly fulfilling. We're all about blending heartfelt, soul-searching chats with practical, actionable strategies. Think of this podcast as your trusty compass on the path to your most authentic life, mixed with a cozy fireside chat with a dear friend. Ready to uncover your true self and lead a life that's in sync with your deepest desires? You're in the right place, friend. Welcome to the Live Your Truth, Love Your Life podcast. Hey friends, welcome back to Live Your Truth, Love Your Life. Adrienne here, and today I want to talk to you about the simple yet profound impact of acknowledging others in the smallest of ways. This came up in my recent interview with Rob Rich, and I briefly mentioned my grandmother. Well, she's Nana to me, but I wanted to take this short episode to really get into the story of her good morning walks. My Nana had this ritual that I can remember from when I was really young. And these memories are from when I was in elementary school into middle school. She'd take a morning walk around Charlestown, the town that I grew up in, and greet every single person she passed with a good morning, whether she knew them or not. When I was home from school or on the weekends, I'd often walk with her, so I would see this. The responses she received varied. Some people wouldn't respond at all. It was like she wasn't there. Others would say good morning back and keep walking. Then there were those who said good morning, stopped, and would launch into a story about something going on in their life. When we'd end up talking to a stranger on the sidewalk for 10 minutes or more, I can remember thinking, does she really have to say good morning to every single person? As I got a little older, though, I remember admiring that there was something about her that made people want to talk to her, even if they didn't know her. I've come to realize this ritual wasn't just about politeness. It was about seeing and acknowledging people. And sometimes that's all we need is to be seen. I want to share a recent experience that brought those memories back and that really brought that message home for me. I was in a bookstore perusing children's books when an older woman browsing the next shelf over smiled at me. I would guess she was in her mid to late 60s. I smiled back and I asked her about her day. What followed was an hour-long conversation. I'm not exaggerating when I say it was a full hour where she opened up about her young granddaughter that was having issues in school, her own fears about aging, and her strained family relationships. She told me how rare it was for someone to show interest in her stories. Our chat ended with us exchanging book recommendations. It was a small but meaningful connection, I think, for both of us. This encounter with her started with a smile. She was seeking connection, and I was there to offer it. In our everyday lives, we have countless opportunities to connect with others, whether it's a simple hello to someone we walk by, smile to a stranger, or asking the barista how their day's going. These moments of connection can have a profound impact, not just on others, but also on us. My Nana used to say that you never know who needs the good morning. You never know who has something they need to get off their chest. When you say good morning, you might be the only person that says anything to that person that entire day. If your life is full of family and friends and connection, that might be hard for you to believe, but it's true. The person that you say hello to, that you say good morning to, could be going through a range of emotions: grief, joy, loneliness, even despair. Your small act of acknowledgement could be a glimmer of hope, a reminder that they're seen, that they matter. When people are going through the hottest times in their lives, such a small gesture could be life-saving, truly. So why don't we make this a practice? To look up from our phones, take out the AirPods, to make eye contact, to smile, to say hello. It doesn't take much, just a moment of your time and a little bit of kindness. But this small act can ripple out in ways that we can't even imagine, creating a more connected, compassionate world. Maybe that's the optimism in me, but I truly believe that. In our busy lives, we often forget the power of connection, of simply being present for one another. Or sometimes we take that connection for granted. I find myself being more intentional as I pass by people. If I'm out walking or running, I say hello or good morning. I want to be the person that pauses to smile, to say hello, to connect. If it's not something you do, consider trying it. Smile at someone, ask how they're doing, and really listen. You never know. You might just make somebody's day, or even more, you might remind them that their life is worth living. As we wrap up, I have something exciting that I want to share. If you're listening to this in real time, starting January 22nd until February 12th, 2024, I'm opening up my calendar for free Momentum Monday coaching sessions. So for the next 4 weeks, I'm offering complimentary 1-hour coaching sessions on a first come, first served basis to help you keep momentum going towards your 2024 goals. Here's why I'm doing this. January 12th was Quitter's Day. The whole world expects us to give up on ourselves, to give up on whatever resolutions we made, whatever goals we set for ourselves. But what if you decided to do things differently this year? What if you didn't let the expectations of others dictate what's possible in your life? What if instead of going after the things you should want, you uncovered what you truly desire for your life? What if instead of giving up on yourself, you created a way to stay the course? These sessions are for anyone who's looking to gain clarity, find direction, or simply take that next step towards a dream that's on your heart. So again, free Momentum Mondays, free 1-hour coaching session. The link to schedule is in the show notes. And if you're not listening to this in real time, I always offer a free 30-minute introductory to coaching call. You can use the time as a mini coaching session or ask me any questions you might have about coaching. Some of the things I coach people on include figuring out what you truly desire for your life, trusting yourself to make more confident decisions, letting go of who you should be, taking action towards the things that light you up, letting go of the limits you're putting on your potential. So if you want to work on any of these things, book a free intro session and we'll see if we're a good fit and hopefully we can do some coaching together. So thank you for joining me today. I'll leave you with a saying that I love. In a world where you could be anything, be kind. Until next time, live your truth, love your life. That's it for today's episode, my friends. Thanks so much for joining me on the Live Your Truth, Love Your Life podcast. To get even more out of today's conversation, don't forget to swing by the show notes and download your freebie. Want to keep the conversation going? I'd love to hear what spoke to you most today. Head on over to my Instagram at Live Your Truth, Love Your Life and drop me a comment. I'm always excited to connect and learn more about you. Remember, the journey towards living your truth and loving your life is a rewarding one. New episodes are dropping each Monday and Thursday, and I can't wait for next time. Until then, have a fantastic week.